everybody. It's the rideshare reseller here, and I'm here to give you some pointers today on Amazon FBA and how I approach my selling of books on Amazon FBA. You can see my pile back there. If you saw another video, you know it's sitting there, and I know it's sitting there. It's got to get done. So I have a philosophy on Amazon FBA compared to others that's a little bit different, and mine is that I use it as a part-time money maker for myself. It's not a full-time side of what I do. I enjoy doing it, but I'm trying to get to the point like many others, and that is to be able to be ungated. Very difficult these days. Amazon has tightened the screws down on that. Many years ago, when they were first building Amazon, they were taking everybody. People don't realize, I think it's 40%, might even be more, of the people who are, 40% of Amazon's business is from FBA and FBM people. So at least half, it might be even more. And so they're the bread and butter. So that's how they did it years ago. All these people were basically just let in, say, hey, just go out there and find stuff and sell it. We need to make money. But now that they're the monster that they are, they're a lot more picky, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to get ungated. I realize that. And the only way that the path to getting there is through books. I don't see any other way. You have to go through books. You have to build everything from your feedback score to every other aspect. There's just there's no shortcut. So you got to learn books, and you got to get them in if you want to do this. So my philosophy also is that I source most of my books from garage sales, flea markets, and some bins at Goodwill, and Savers on Savers sale day. It has to be on sale. If it's and so Tuesday I get 30% off because of senior, and then every 4 books, the 5th one is free. So that's how I work most of my books. Garage sales are great filler. If you have 30 books and you need another 15 or 20, garage sales are probably going to get you there. It did this weekend again. I picked up some more books. Not like I was looking for them, but they were good scores, so I definitely took them. You're going to need a piece of software, an app called Scout IQ. That's the one I use. I have not used FBA Scan. Other people use that. My deal with that is the guy who built Scout IQ is a big bookseller, so why not use the big bookseller's product? And it's worked. It works really well for me. So you're going to need that. It's $50 a month for the database version, and I don't use the database version. I use the live version, which means my scanning is live. That's what the price is now. The database version, you can update it, but if you don't update it, it's going to be a day old or 2 days old. So that will work anywhere if you're not getting a signal. But I'm in Silicon Valley, so I always get a signal. If not, I hook up to the library's Wi-Fi. So that's the other place I get books. I don't go to a lot of book sales. During the summer, they're kind of quiet. But when they're out there, I do go. And at those, I try to get between 30 and 50 books. That's my goal there. So you need the app. You need to get signed up with Amazon. Amazon's going to charge you $40 a month no matter what. So you got to be really prepared going in. So you might want to start, building some books first. Get like maybe 200 books before you hit the button to basically do Amazon, and then you can get off and running really quick. I did a little different. I didn't have that many books, so I was kind of behind the 8 ball. So the first month and a half or so, I was paying them, but I had a longer term goal, so it didn't matter. But now I only have 400 in right now. When those go in, that'll put me at 5. Remember, I had 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever originally, so it has grown. But some of these guys have thousands and thousands of books. Those are the big boys. I'm not trying to compete with the big boys. I want to snipe. It's the old version of There's the big shark, and then what do the little fish do? The little fish swims next to the shark and snipes all the little scraps. So I'm just after the scraps, and the scraps make me happy. So that's the way I roll with the FBA book selling. So let me get into this a little bit more here. I'm going to give you just a kind of a quick tutorial. I don't want to do a whole lot, but I want to show you that there is value in these books, especially if you know what you're looking for, okay? So this is the main screen here of where I'm going to, on the left here it says list a new product. I'm going to list an ISBN number, which is on every book, and that's where I'm going to enter it and move from there. So I'm going to show you my first scan. I manually entered this one because it was a manual enter, but I wanted to show you because of how good this book is, okay? So I'll try and get it in here for everybody to see. Easy, there we get it. Let me get it in there. All right, there you go. You can kind of see it, okay? It's a $27.33 profit in the upper left corner there. It has a rank of 165. That's right below the $27.33. And then there's the word accept, and that's 36 e-score. The lower price, the lower right there, that little orange one, 37.41, that's where I'm going to sell the book at that price. So the app does everything for you. That particular book is this book right here, A Life in Hand. I got it for nothing. Basically, I got nothing. They gave it away at the book at a garage sale. They were dumping them, and that's what came out. Okay, so I'm going to make $27.33 off that book. It will sell. It's going to sell pretty quick, too. So that's what I mean. There are books out there, and you need some of those. You need some of those to go and hit you up pretty big. So now I'm going to show you how to scan one, and then we'll go to entering it. Okay, so here's the next book, Civil War. Take a look. I paid $3.99. I didn't pay $3.99. I'll explain that in a second. So I'm going to scan it with the bar. There's a barcode scanner on here, and the barcode scanner, and I'm going to do that. So I scan it. There you go. You hear the little chime. It's a little happy chime. That's because it means there's money involved. Okay. So there's that book. Okay. That book is, oh man, it's like blurry. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit. It's $8.60. Wow, that's $8.60. E-score of 151 and a rank of 8K. So 151 on Scout IQ is the highest it goes. That means that book is selling every day, pretty much every day. So when I put that book in, I'm going to make $8.60 minus what I paid for this particular book. This is what I mean by Savers. So that was $3.99 at Savers. Minus 30%, so $1.20 off of that is $2.79. Plus I bought 5. I always make sure, so that's going to knock it down. So about $2.25 I paid. $2.25 from $8.60, is $6.40. So that's what I'm going to make off of that one. All right. So now here's the other kicker, though. You'll notice that it's Marvel. So I know that Marvel you can be blocked. So you've got to look. Sometimes you go, I got a book worth $12, and then you buy it and you come back home and you do this and it says you are blocked. You cannot sell it. And that is going to be no good, for you or anybody else. So you're going to be stuck with that book, and pretty much you're not going to be able to sell it on eBay because it's going to be too low a price. So there's a way to check those. You're going to learn textbooks. You're going to learn Marvel comics, DC comics, some of those. You're going to learn to enter them into the Amazon seller app, and it will let you know if you are able to sell it or not. So that's a big key. You've got to really check some of these books to make sure you're able to sell them. 99% of them you can sell. There's 1% or so out there that you cannot. So now over here on the left, list the product over here. I entered the ISBN. I think this is the one for this book. We're going to find out here in a second. I'm going to click search. Oh, and there it is. Yes. So now what I got to do here is you will see, hopefully the mouse is moving. You're going to see 3 categories. See all product details, and then the sales rank. So I'm going to match the sales rank, which is 8K. So the sales rank is pretty much this middle one. I'm not going to do this one. And this one, the sales rank is too high. So I'm going to go for this Civil War one here, listing limitations. Whoa, look at, see, I'm not approved there. And I come to that one, and because I think that one was new. So I'm going to be into this one here. So let me get my screen a little bit smaller. When you have 3 like that, I believe one of them was new, and that I can't sell, but used and collectible I can. So anyhow, now I'm going to set my price, and I'm going to set my price off of the Scout IQ. And Scout IQ is telling me I'm going to sell this book at $15.38. So 15.38. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Civil War. That's just a thing that you have to do. I'm going to look at the condition here, and on this one I'm going to call it, I want to look at the app too. So on the app, if you take a look at the app, let me try and show it to you one more time. Please focus here, do something. Okay, over in this column, way over here, this column, you're going to see some acceptable, some A for acceptable, G for good, VG for very good. So on this, I only have, they're acceptable, good. So I'm going to mark this one at good because it's not a very good. So I'm going to open it up here and I'm going to put good. So there goes good. Now I'm going to hit save and finish. And over here, I'm going to hit save and continue. Now it's going to ask me to add a dangerous goods and information here. I have no idea why they do this for books. And I know I want no and no. And right there is my little next step. And there's Civil War, so there's the name, so it's all in there. Hit save and continue. And here at this screen, I'm going to add to an existing shipping plan because I already have one book put in. Choose one. And this is my one that I just created. So in it goes, add to shipping plan. And now I have 2 books because there was one prior, the one that I showed you that made $27, and now this one. Now, this one goes into the pile, and now I just repeat this. I'm going to have to repeat this 100 times. I'm going to enter each one separately, and I'm just going to go boom, 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 and just build them in. The hardest part, believe it or not, I think is the shipping part. The shipping part probably will frustrate most people because sometimes they will split your shipment and some things will get really screwy and wonky in there. And I even get frustrated, and I think I have a lot of, knowledge on computers, but I really get really frustrated at the shipping side when they start to split the books to go 20 books here, 30 books here, 20 there. There are some ways to get around that, but in general, it's either way you look at it, it's just not the fun part of it. That's why this part is not fun. This is the work of Amazon FBA. This is where all your work's gonna really occur. So that's how it is. It's just a little quick video to show you kind of what I go through and how I do it. And I'll take a couple nights. I'm not going to do all these books tonight. I'm probably just do 20, 30, and then another 20, 30. Again, that's hey, I'll get them in there. Not the end of the world, and I'll go buy some more books, and by Thursday I'll probably have another 30, 40, 50 books, something like that. And then the following week, and then it's just kind of this little process, the way I work, just building it up, and don't worry about it too much. I'm not here to get 50,000 books in there. So anyhow, I hope it was a little bit informative. There are some better guys out there. The one guy you want to probably watch is Reezy Resales. That guy's really good. He's got some good book videos. Rake and Profit, he has some interesting ones too. There's a guy named Caleb. I want to say Caleb Roth. I might get that wrong, but Caleb is good. He's got a lot of good stuff on Scout IQ. So just remember that if you're going to do books, it's going to cost you anywhere from $14 to $50 a month just for the app. You're going to need a scanner, and you will need to be on Amazon. So you're going to have an outflow of between $70 and $100 a month no matter what. So you've got to make that kind of money just to cover those couple of items. So keep that in mind. My advice is to the new people who do it is, maybe if you're really going to do it, is get the Scout IQ app first and gather up a couple hundred books, so that when you go into Amazon, you just bust your tail at first, 2 or 3 days and get all those 200 books in, so you're up and running with, quite a few books. You might get more, I don't know, but then you don't have to worry about the $40 a month, but you can get a nice pile going and then start shipping in real quick and get that, at least start making money against that $40 and that other 14 or 50, whichever way you go. So call it 100. So that's what you have to do. So anyhow, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm still really new with all this stuff and working the computer, and the thing was a little fuzzy, that kind of thing. But anyhow, again, thanks. I will put some more videos out, and I'm looking forward to Monday. I look forward to Monday because Monday is fun. It's the beginning of the week, and I can't wait to find a lot of great items at the Goodwill, Savers, and Salvation Army. It's going to be a good week. All right, guys. Thanks. Take care.